going to be talking to you guys about a program that I have been doing for like 8 days now. So as you guys know, I have PCOS, which is polycystic ovarian syndrome, which is basically a metabolic disorder that causes weight gain, infertility, facial hair, basically an imbalance of your hormones. It causes a lot, and it basically makes you more susceptible to getting cancer and different things like that. It's not the most fun disorder to have, but it is something that you can live with and that is manageable if you know what to do. There are a lot of women who unfortunately become infertile because of this disease, and I just wanted to raise a little bit more awareness about it. I've been seeing it pop up a lot more, especially now that I've been diagnosed. I've known for about a year that I have PCOS, but I knew for years that something was off just because my hormones always seemed to be a little out of whack. I grew very, very huge boobs when I hit like my 20s. I've always had big boobs, but they just got super big, so I ended up getting a breast reduction, and since then they have still grown back. I don't know if PCOS is the cause of that, but I do know that I do have, you know, a hormonal imbalance, and I've been trying to figure out how to cope with it the past year. I did go to my doctor and they put me on metformin. They also put me on birth control, which was something I was never on. I feel like I'm a little bit on the other end of the spectrum with having PCOS. I do get my periods regularly. Some people don't get them at all, so I've been blessed in that sense. I am able to get pregnant. I have seen a fertility doctor, so I know that that isn't so much the issue for me, but for some women it is. So I wanted to talk about balancing out your hormones. So I've recently joined Bebalanced Hormone Center. I started doing this about 8 days ago. I visited them like a little, I think last month, like the beginning of February, end of January, because I was just tired of having a hormonal imbalance. My emotions were all over the place. I was depressed. I mean, I was just going through so much. The past 2 years have been rough for me in general and have added a lot of stress to my life. So I've noticed a significant weight gain. I don't know if you guys have noticed, but I have. So that's something that I just wanted to get under control. I just didn't feel like myself. So I was like, what can I do to help myself? So I was up late one night and Bebalanced came on, a commercial for them, and I was like, wait, what is this? I need to know more. So I did my research, I looked them up, and I found that they were legit. So I went in and I did a consultation with them, and I was just like, you know, my hormones are all over the place, so I just need help. And this is a homeopathic remedy versus like going to the doctor and being pumped full of medicines and stuff. I'm just not with all that. So I was just like, I would love to hear more and learn more about what you guys are doing. So I reached out, I went in, I had my consultation, and I learned so much. So I agreed to start the program. This is something that I am paying for out of pocket to do, but I did also partner up with them after talking with them and decided that I wanted to like document my journey and sort of just let you guys know what's going on and how this program works and everything like that. So they agreed that we could partner up and do that. So this isn't sponsored, you guys, because I am paying for it, but it is sort of a partnership because they are also promoting me as well. Just wanted to get that out there. But I wanted to talk about it because it's something that I've been doing for 8 days now, and I'm already down 9 pounds. This program helps you lose weight. It's homeopathic, so everything is natural. It is just so wonderful. I feel so much better. I'm going to share with you guys all of the stuff that I've been taking and just the diet and regimen they have me on. But first I just want to talk about like the program and how it works. So when I went there, I took a quiz. Well, actually before even going in, I took a quiz online, but they do give you this little book. You can take a quiz on the back of it, and they basically just want to know like where you're at hormone wise and what's going on with you. So that was really, really cool. It's like a hormone assessment, and then once you have your consultation, they sort of figure out where you're at and if you should be doing the program or not. So I obviously qualified because of all of my issues. So this program is a phase program basically. So you're going to be doing this in different phases. There, I want to say, are 4 phases of this? 5 phases. So I am in phase 2 right now. When you get started, they're going to give you this booklet, and this booklet is going to tell you everything you need to know. You need to follow it exactly as it is for this program to be successful and for it to really work for you. So that is one of the things I will tell you guys is like, don't skimp out, don't cheat, really do it. If you're going to put out the money to do this, it's totally worth it, you guys. It has helped me. Within just 8 days, I feel different, and I've already lost 9 pounds, so I'm totally with it. This book has all the phases in it that you're going to be going through, the rules and details and things you need to follow. They're going to give you the supplements that you need to take along with following the diet in this book. Right now, I'm on phase 2 of it, and basically I'm just following a really strict diet. So I have to eat breakfast, and for breakfast I can have coffee or tea, 20 calories of a starch, and a piece of fruit. For lunch I can have 3 to 4 ounces of protein, 1 vegetable, and 20 calories of a starch. You can have a snack after that, which is fruit or tea, and then 3 p.m. you take your metabolic drops. For dinner, basically the same thing, 3-4 ounces of protein, 1 vegetable, and then you take your evening dose of metabolic drops. What the metabolic drops are is just like these little drops right here. So these are hormonal metabolic correction drops, and they're just going to kind of even everything out and correct everything for you if you have the imbalance. Then you're going to take all of these supplements with it. Well, not with it, but like just follow the instructions. It'll tell you how many times a day to take this stuff. It's been working for me. It's all natural, so you'll be fine taking these supplements. You guys, you're not overloading your body with supplements. It's okay. I'm taking the multiple supplement with whole food concentrates. This is just a dietary supplement. I'm taking these. I'm also taking the Hepracell. This is nutrition for your liver. And then I'm also taking Be Steady, which are blood sugar pills. These are just going to help your blood sugar, especially if you have PCOS. It does make you insulin resistant, so you will need these. And then I'm also taking the Multicultural Probiotic as well, and this is also really helpful. So those are the supplements that I'm taking. I'm taking the metabolic drops, as you guys know, and then they gave me MCT oil to take as well. I actually sort of just put this in my drink or my food versus just taking a spoonful of it. I'm not really like a fan of doing that, so I just incorporated in my food as well. They gave me brochures basically explaining all of the different supplements that I'm going to be taking. On the back it tells you what every single supplement does. So these are really, really helpful cards. Make sure if you do go, you pick these up. You can join the one by my house. You do not have to live in South Jersey to join this program, you guys. You can contact them, and if you use my name, Ashley Chennel, you will get a discount. They do mail everything to you if you want to do the program like remote, if you don't want to actually just come in, or if you do not live in the South Jersey area, just so you guys know. I just wanted to put that out there. They also gave me this, and I thought this was so helpful because if you're somebody who isn't used to eating super healthy, if you're not a vegetarian or vegan, or someone who's just used to more of a plant-based lifestyle, this is going to be hard for you. This is not a vegetarian or vegan program. They do require you to have some meat or protein in this, but if you are vegetarian or vegan, you can kind of figure out different options to do. So you are able to still do the program. You just won't be able to eat meat, obviously, which is fine. You can substitute it for something else. They did give me a list actually for vegetarians. So because I'm not a vegetarian and I'm not vegan, but I don't necessarily eat a lot of meat. I'm more of a plant-based person. So it's been a little weird for me to be eating a lot of turkey and chicken, like going back to that, because I kind of cut that out. But it's been helping me, and I do eat all organic meat if I do decide to eat meat. I don't just buy meat from anywhere. I'm going to be sharing with you guys later on in the video just different stuff I've been making to get through this program. It has been a little bit harder because I get tired of eating the same thing, and I've been trying to figure out like different ideas of foods to make. So this was really helpful as well. And you guys know I love to cook, so I don't mind cooking. I will say, guys, to be the most successful in this program, it is best to just make the food at home. I would not eat out because you don't know what they're cooking your food with. And during this program, I think in the second phase, you can't have butter, you can't have oils, you can't have sugar, no starches. So it's very hard to eat out and be on this program. I'm going to be 100% honest with you guys. You're going to have to cook this stuff at home. If you do know of a meal prep service that can prep your food for you without using any of the things that I mentioned, then I highly recommend go ahead and doing that if you're somebody who does not know how to cook. But your best option would be to just make your food at home. Get like a George Foreman grill if you don't have one. Grill your chicken. Bake things. I actually stew a lot of food, and I find that to be easier. I love to grill things as well, but I'm not a fan of like grilled chicken. I don't know, like I like to just bake my food. I just don't put oil on it anymore when I'm doing that, because I just like to, you know, because I'm trying to follow the program, so I try not to like use any oils. I have been just using this MCT oil if I feel like I really need oil to cook with. I've just thrown a little bit in the pan and just coated it a little. I know it says you're only supposed to have like a teaspoon or something, so I haven't been like doing overkill, but I'll just prepare like my food with like my meat. Like I made turkey burger, I threw a little bit of that in the pan just to like sauce up the pan a little, and then I just threw the turkey burger in and cooked it, and I was fine. So that way I'm still getting my MCT oil. Obviously I'm not eating all the turkey burger at once. I divided it up and measured it out throughout the week, and I was fine. One thing I do want to mention to you guys is that you are going to have to measure all of your food out when doing this program. So get yourself a food scale, get yourself a regular scale, because you're gonna have to weigh yourself. Like I weigh myself once a day. I've been on this for 8 days and I'm 9 pounds down, so I'm losing like a pound a day. It's crazy. So one thing I want to mention is, you guys, there's phases of this, because they're going to teach you how to maintain your weight once you're done with the first and second phase. I was a little concerned because I was like, what if I stop this and I gain all my weight back, you know? But they actually teach you how to maintain it, and there are different hormones and supplements and stuff you could take in order to still keep your hormones balanced once you're done. So that was something I thought was so helpful to know, because a lot of these programs, you know, you lose all the weight and then you gain it right back once you're done. So the great thing about Be Balanced is that they help you maintain it throughout your life, which is awesome. So you're not just doing this for 8 weeks and then you gain all your weight back. So if that's something people want to know, I feel like I wanted to include that in here, because that was one of my biggest questions before I invest in something or pay for something. I want to make sure that I'm getting, you know, my full return on it. So I wanted to include that in. So for the other half of this video, I'm going to be showing you guys what I did throughout the week, some of the recipes that I made. So it's going to be like vlog style. I am going to be uploading these videos weekly of my weight gain, but this was a little longer because it's an intro video, and I just really wanted to talk to you guys about the program first before I just spring it on you and show you something that I've been doing and then I have no information on it. If you guys want some in-depth, thorough information, I'm going to post everything on my blog today, so it'll all be written up there. Check back later on this evening and it'll all be up if you have any questions. So stay tuned for the rest of this video, you guys, because I'm going to be showing you guys what I ate throughout the week. Thanks for watching. Love you. Bye. Okay, so I'm gonna step on the scale now. So it's weighing in at 214. Okay, so here's what I'm eating for breakfast. I'm just eating some grapefruit. I had my water, or I have my water, and I'm just taking my supplements as well. So I'm just checking out this shopping list because I'm going to at some point go to the supermarket because I don't have eggs. A lot of the stuff I really don't eat because I was kind of sticking to more of a vegan plant-based diet, but I'm not vegan, so more of a vegetarian diet, I'll say. But I do eat fish, so I am going to look into grabbing some of that to eat for dinner. But right now I have some grilled chicken in the fridge, and that's what I'm going to be eating for lunch, because you can have 3 to 4 ounces of protein, 1 vegetable, and 20 calories of starch. So to start this meal prep, I'm just sort of cooking this kale a little. It's going to be kale salad, but I like to just give it a little color, like make it a little more green by cooking it a little. I like it a little softer. So I have a little bit of the MCT oil that they gave me. I just put a teensy bit in the pan, and then I'm going to go ahead and make my dressing to go over it. But I just wanted to cook this down just a little. You don't want to super cook it. You don't want it to be too cooked. So this is good enough. This is like perfect. Just lightly sauteed so that it can still be salad. So I'm just gonna take this off of the stove and start putting it in containers. So right now we're at 3 ounces. So I'm just gonna keep measuring this and putting it in the container till I get to 8. So this right here is about 6.5 ounces of kale, which is fine. I mean, it does have the container, so it's probably like 6 ounces. But this is enough for me to just eat like my salad. So now I'm going to make my dressing. So I just weighed out some chicken. It's at 3.34 ounces, which should be about 3 to 4 ounces, so it's right. Now I'm just going to put it inside my salad. Just going to drop it in there. I'm also stewing some kale. So clearly we're not doing this the traditional soul food way that I would normally do it by adding like a turkey wing or something in here. We're not going to do that. I'm literally just cooking this down, and I'm just going to add some salt, pepper, and garlic, and we're going to eat this with fish. That is why I am stewing this, because I had such a big bag of kale. I didn't want to just eat salad all week. It's important, you guys, to just switch it up. If you eat the same thing every day, you're going to, well, at least I get bored with the same thing. Some people are okay with that. Me personally, I am not. So I needed to make something a little different. So we're just getting creative here. I'm going to make some fish to go with this and meal prep that as well. This looks amazing. Just nice baked fish. Yes. I'm going to put this right in the container. So that's my fish in both containers. I'm just going to pack it up and put it in the fridge. I'm just sauteing some onions and garlic to go in my ground turkey. And I'm just add the ground turkey now. Using some of this 21 seasoning salute, which is one of my favorites I got from Trader Joe's. It's going to season this meat really well. And then I also used some adobo also. So I'm just going to let this meat cook. So I just made some green beans. These are going to go with my meat. And I'm going to package everything up and put it away for the week, or just for the next couple of days. This will last me about 2 or 3 days. Basically eating some ground turkey and some green beans. And I'm going to just pop this in the microwave because I already meal prepped this. I measure everything out before I put it on my plate, so we're good to go as far as measurements are concerned. This is my breakfast, just some tomatoes, ground turkey, spinach, onions, and red peppers. Just sauteing it all together, and I'm just gonna eat it.